In the heart of the sun-scorched savanna, the air is thick with tension and silence, broken only by the low, mournful cries of a mother elephant. She stands over her young calf, who lies weak and trembling on the dusty ground, unable to rise. Her massive trunk gently nudges him, lifting his head with a tenderness that seems almost human, while her eyes dart nervously around, scanning the horizon for danger. The bond between mother and calf is unbreakable, a connection forged in instinct, love, and the fragile thread of life itself. Every movement, every sound she makes speaks of desperation, of a refusal to leave, of an unwavering commitment to protect her child no matter the cost. As the sun beats down, shadows stretch across the plain, and the calf's small body struggles for strength. The viewer is drawn into a scene of raw emotion and life-and-death urgency. This is not just a story of survival. It is a story of love, of grief, and of hope clinging stubbornly in the face of despair. The question hangs heavy in the air: will help arrive in time to save the calf, or will the mother's vigil be all that remains of a fading life? The calf's struggle begins with quiet desperation. Weak and barely able to lift its tiny legs, the young elephant lies on the hard, dusty ground, every breath heavy with effort. Its mother stays close, trunk gently brushing his head, nudging him upright again and again, her deep, trembling calls echoing across the savanna. Time seems to stretch endlessly as she refuses to leave, even as the sun rises higher and the ground becomes hotter. Small movements are monumental, the calf's tiny attempts to stand, each tremor in its limbs, and the mother's patient encouragement reveal a bond stronger than fear or exhaustion. Around them, the vast savanna is still and watchful. Distant birds stir, predators linger unseen. The mother's anxiety is palpable, ears flared, trunk occasionally reaching to reassure the calf or shield him from imagined threats. The calf's struggles are not just physical, they are a silent test of resilience, a quiet battle against the limits of its frail body. Every flinch, every tremor, every blink draws the audience deeper into the raw, emotional reality of life and survival in the wild. The scene is heavy with suspense, with viewers silently urging the calf to rise, hoping the bond between mother and child will be enough to endure the moment. The mother's vigil is relentless. She stands like a sentinel, her massive frame a wall of protection, guarding her vulnerable calf from unseen dangers. Her eyes scan constantly, ears flapping nervously at every rustle of the tall grass, while her trunk continues to cradle and console her young one. Even the faintest movement by the calf triggers a surge of attention, a careful shift of her body, a low rumble of reassurance. Hours seem to pass in this suspended state of worry and devotion, where the mother's instincts override every fatigue and hunger. Every minor sound in the distance, a snapping branch, a whisper of wind alerts her as she shifts to block potential threats, sometimes stepping in front of her calf to shield him from the open plain. Her dedication is raw, unwavering, and profoundly emotional. She cannot leave, cannot abandon the one she nurtured from birth. The audience feels the weight of her watchfulness, the intensity of her grief and hope intertwined, as the day drags on. In this chapter, the story is not only about the calf's fragility, but about the immeasurable power of a mother's love, a love so deep that it defies reason and endurance. Hope arrives when help comes in the form of wildlife rescuers. Carefully navigating the tense scene, the rangers approach, aware of the mother's protective instincts. She watches closely, trunk raised, ready to defend, yet a glimmer of trust begins to form as humans move cautiously to assist. They gently assess the calf, offering hydration, warmth, and medical care, working quickly but tenderly to avoid alarming the mother. Slowly, the calf responds to their support, his small legs trembling but beginning to gain strength, a tiny spark of life reigniting under the vigilant gaze of his mother. The tension eases slightly as she observes the intervention, shifting from fear to cautious relief. The connection between mother, calf, and human rescuers creates a poignant scene of collaboration and hope. Finally, when the calf is stabilized and able to stand, the mother wraps her trunk around him in an embrace that seems to release the tension of hours of anxiety and vigilance. In this moment, the savanna breathes again, and viewers witness the profound power of love, compassion, and hope a reminder that even in the harshest circumstances, help and resilience can prevail. As the sun begins its slow descent, casting a golden glow across the savanna, the mother and her calf stand together, their silhouettes framed against the vast open plain. The calf, once weak and trembling, now rises on shaky legs, leaning into the comforting strength of his mother. She wraps her trunk gently around him, a silent promise that she will never let go. And the world seems to pause for a moment to honor their bond. The rescuers watch from a distance, hearts lifted by the triumph of survival and the resilience of life in the wild. In the quiet aftermath, the mother lifts her head, eyes scanning the horizon as if acknowledging the help that arrived just in time, yet instinctively remaining vigilant. The scene is a testament to the extraordinary lengths a mother will go for her child, a reminder that love and determination can endure even the most desperate circumstances. As the calf takes tentative steps forward, guided by the unwavering presence of his mother, the savanna echoes with the soft rumble of hope and renewal. This story is more than a rescue, it is a celebration of maternal devotion, the miracle of life and the profound impact of compassion when it arrives at the exact moment it is needed most.